What a book. What a terrific book. In fact, it's one of my favorite books. But enough of that. Welcome back to this edition of Putting Geometry on the Map. I'm Mr. G, and today we're going to learn what a compass is and how to use it. Let's go to the info site. The terms we'll learn about in today's lesson are compass, bisect, arc, congruent, intersecting arcs, and perpendicular lines. Today we learn to use a compass. Using a compass can be a lot of fun, but because it has a very sharp point, you need to be very, very careful. When you're not using the compass, you should always keep an eraser on the end of it so that you don't poke your finger. I use an eraser that fits on the end of a pencil, but any type of an eraser will do. It's merely a safety device. Also, always put a stack of paper or a notebook on your desk when you work with a compass so that the point does not scratch your desk. Now, are you ready to begin? Good. Using a ruler or a straight edge, we're going to draw a line segment. The length doesn't matter. Then, we're going to label it AB. Then, we're going to bisect this line segment, which means we divide it into two equal parts. Now, open your compass so that it's more than halfway across the length of segment AB. We place the sharp point of the compass at either end point, draw an arc above and below the segment. Now don't let your compass move. Without changing the size of the compass, we then place the sharp point of the compass at the other end point. Now again, draw an arc above and below the line segment. We now have two sets of intersecting arcs. I'm using a ruler, but you can also use a straight edge to draw a line connecting the two intersecting arcs. Let's do that now. We've now divided the line into two segments of the same length. At the point where this line intersects segment AB, we place the letter C. Line segment AC is the same size as segment CB. There's a term we use to show that various things are the same size or shape. That term is congruent. And the symbol for congruent looks like this. It's an equal sign with a wavy line above it. We can check to see that these two segments are congruent by using our ruler. Notice that the line which intersects a segment creates four right or 90-degree angles. Let's repeat this process just to make sure we can do it again. This time, using a straight edge, we're going to draw a segment that's 2 or 3 inches long, or 7 or 8 centimeters. And we'll label the segment at each end point. This time, let's label it M and N. Now open the compass so that it's more than halfway across the segment. Good. Now place the sharp end of the compass at either of the endpoints. Now draw an arc above and below the segment. Now, we move the compass to the other endpoint, don't let it move, and draw arcs above and below the segment. Good. You made sure you didn't move the compass? Now, again, we have intersecting arcs, both above and below segment MN. Using our straight edge, we connect the intersecting arcs. Where these lines intersect, we've created 4 right angles. Each one is 90 degrees. We can check our accuracy by using our angle checker. Remember, lines which intersect and create right angles are perpendicular to each other. We're going to label O, the place where this new perpendicular line intersects segment MN. Again, we have 2 new segments of the same length. Segment MO is the same size or congruent to segment ON. And we can check this with our ruler. So what have we learned here? We've learned that perpendicular lines are lines that intersect and create 90-degree angles. We've also learned that we can divide a line segment into 2 equal parts simply by bisecting it. I hope you had fun bisecting line segments using a compass. Next time, we'll bisect angles. Between now and then, practice using your compass. This is Mr. G. I'll see you soon.